Hello, Father DiTomo here. Here to introduce or bring back our traveling vocation chalice, which will allow you a chance to bring this chalice into your home and as a family pray for an increase in vocations to the priesthood, religious life, but also the diaconate, sacramental marriages, and all the different ways that God calls us to holiness and to a specific life. So we have a special duffel bag. It's not light, but you can handle it. This has the chalice in here. I just want to show you where you will pick up the chalice and what's in there. We're going to have a sign up genius. We're going to provide that link to you, which allows you to sign up for your family, that you'll have the chalice for about 2 weeks. And so it will be picked up here at the welcome booth in the narthex here at St. Mary. It'll be behind the welcome booth. You'll be able to see it. It'll be behind here. So it'll be very easy for you to pick it up. You can pick it up at any time that the building is open, but you'll get more information about that with the Sign Up Genius link as to which day to drop it off and pick it up. But right now I want to show you what's in this bag. In the case, we have the chalice. It's a very nice chalice and also a paten. This is what the priest uses at Mass, places the host on there and lifts it up. So together, these things are the instruments that he will use in his ministry. So we'll have we would encourage you to place the chalice in a place, maybe the prayer corner of your home, if you have a sacred place, a home altar, some place that the family can gather for prayer. There is a binder that goes with the prayer chalice, and each day there's a lot of different content lists that shows you which days. The first 3 days are prayers specifically for the priesthood. Days 4 through 6 are for marriage. Days 7 through 9 are for the diaconate. And days 10 through 12 are for the religious life. And there's a few more things for days 13 and 14. There's a letter from me introducing the chalice. And then on each day, there's tabs so you know what you're going to see. And there's an opening prayer. There's some brief readings from scripture. And some discussion questions, some reflections that you can go read together as a family. As I said, there's different prayers. A closing prayer, you might want to incorporate the vocation chalice with a praying of the rosary or a decade of the rosary, or you could do a little bit of prayer for vocations before you pray for your grace before meals. As I said, we have sections on marriage. The next section days are on the diaconate and the religious life. We also have different articles in here you can look at and review for questions. Also in here, we have a book that we would like you to sign. You can sign in this book just to note what weeks, what days you had the chalice. And if you have any comments, maybe any prayers anything that happened while you were praying with the chalice, any reflections or just your remarks on having this in your home. We'd like to see all the families that have had the chalice in their home and have that record. And it's great to see all the different families joined, linked by this. And then also we have a little bag here with various things, different books on how to pray for priests, praying for our priests. We have books, guides on the rosary. And also for little ones too. For little children, you might want to, if they're kind of squirming around, that's okay too. We have little books like this that have holy cards they can look at with prayers they can pray. Here's a book on choosing a good husband. Okay. So the idea of a vocation of marriage and how to date and how to discern who God's calling you to. So we have lots of different books. All of this goes in here in this bag. And like I said, we really obviously we need to pray for vocations. We need to pray for priests, increase in vocations to the priesthood, the religious life, to the diaconate. Deacons do so much to serve our parish. And also marriage. Marriage is the key to family life. We need to pray for couples who are discerning marriage, pray for couples who are married, that they would have the grace to stay strong in their marriage. And so it's a great way for you to talk with your children, to have this great, beautiful, sacred object. Of course, it goes without saying that when you bring this home, treat this very nicely. I wouldn't pour anything in here to drink out of it, okay? sometimes children might see something and they kind of want to play with it, but just to kind of keep this as a holy item, and but it's a visual thing that reminds people that uh, vocations and the Eucharist are the source and summit of the Christian life. So we need to pray for vocations. Thank you for considering signing up for the Vocation Chalice, and thank you for praying for vocations. God bless.